It's Tuesday morning, that means it's time to shoot hot takes. I've had a coffee, I will be dripping out of my later. Welcome to the show where you send in your opinions, we pretend we know better, we don't, we're masking our insecurities. Sad.
Bit like your bumhole.
I have a sad ass.
The first hot take was sent in by James. He says Jose Mourinho isn't even in the top 5 managers in the Premier League.
Meaty, I like this, punchy to start on. He's your manager, so I'm actually going to let you take the floor.
I think if you look at this 2 different ways, it gives you 2 different answers. If you're looking at trophies and the cabinet he owns, Jose is in the top 5 managers in the Premier League right now. Clearly a winner. He's even won a Europa League and a League Cup at United. It might mean nothing to other fans, but at least it's a trophy for his cabinet. Let's not forget 3 years ago as well, he was also Premier League champion. Whereas Pochettino, Klopp, Sarri, fantastic footballing philosophies, play gorgeous football, don't win a great deal of trophies and haven't won any trophies, 0 in the Premier League. So Jose, in a trophy level, yeah, he's up there in the top 5. In a footballing level, he's definitely not for me.
It's harder to define his sides, isn't it? Because they are very short term. They're not as easy on the eye, and he's actually a very hard man to like. So in that regard, I do think people have a very tunnel vision was the phrase I was looking for when it comes to Jose. One of the hallmarks of this Manchester United side is actually them being very dogged, able to come back from losing positions. But no real sense of coherence. You wouldn't be able to pinpoint his game plan, would you? Ander Herrera at right centre back. He's gone from his trusted 4-2-3-1 to 4-3-3 at times to 3-5-1-1. And when you see him wasting talents like Martial, like Lukaku, like Rashford, it does become very easy to, I'm not going to say underrate him, but put other managers in front of him. He doesn't get the best out of players, and when you waste talent, I think you become the focal point for a lot of criticism.
I agree. Jose, for me, isn't in the top 5 managers.
Wow, I would still put him in the top 5, I think. I would go Pep Guardiola, undisputedly number 1. Shout out to Kieran for being a Manchester City fan. Number 2, at the moment, Jurgen Klopp, because his Liverpool side look ready to take it to the next level, invested very wisely in the summer, have strength and depth that not many other clubs do, apart from up front, maybe at centre back. Maybe I'm wrong. 3, Sarri, just because his brand of football deserves more. 4, Emery, 5, Mourinho, 6, Poch. Really like Poch, but I think in order to break the top 5, he needs to go to a bigger club. I think he's stagnating at Spurs.
What a horrible statement. The next one was sent in by Gaming News 335. He says Lacazette is the most complete, get your spelling right, striker in the Prem, innit?
The most complete. Okay, so we're talking well-rounded skill set.
Yeah.
We're talking Lacazette. We're talking Bobby Firmino. We are talking.
I think Harry Kane is the most complete striker in the Prem.
Harry Kane, very good shout. What do we like about Lacazette? We like that he drops deep, that he links up play, that he defends from the front. But I wouldn't say he's better than Bobby Firmino in any of those aspects.
No.
Aspects.
I think that Harry Kane is the most complete striker in the Premier League. He is seriously underrated at dropping deep and playing creative through balls. He's also the best hold-up man in the league that plays in the top 6. I mean, you could say something like Glenn Murray's probably a decent hold-up man, but Harry Kane has a better skill set. He's a better finisher as well. He's better in the air than Lacazette. I would have Harry Kane every day, I would have Harry Kane every day of the week over Alexandre Lacazette. I'd have Bobby Firmino second. Let's have it right. I'd have Aguero above him as well. I know he's not quite as complete in terms of his defensive output, but I think he's fantastic in build-up play as well. So I'd have Aguero in there too above him.
I hear what you're saying, but I think Harry Kane's game suffers when he drops deep. I don't think Lacazette's game suffers. I think that adds to his performance normally, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. Depends what your definition of suffer is, because Harry Kane, he still drops deep, but he's still getting 30 plus goals. Lacazette's not doing that and dropping deep.
But I think these different players have different criteria, different metrics for success. Harry Kane, yes, I'd much rather have Harry Kane. Let's make that clear right now. He's going to score a lot more goals than Lacazette, but Lacazette could play with Harry Kane.
Could he? Can't play with, or he can play with Aubameyang, but tends to be better when Aubameyang comes off the bench for me.
Different strikers, different needs. Lacazette, well-rounded, not as well-rounded as Bobby Firmino. Harry Kane, better than both of them. Moving on.
Yeah. The next hot take was sent in by Will Booth. He says, Fulham are the worst team in the league, ATM, and I'm saying that as a Fulham fan.
A cottager. Okay, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We like Fulham. I like Jukanovic. I like his philosophy, his attacking football, the fact that he pushes his fullbacks really high up the pitch, that he's nurtured Sessegnon really well. Little baby Sessegnon. However, they are conceding an awful lot of shots, as well as taking an awful lot, you know, because Schürrle is like Mark Wahlberg in Shooter. Third time I've used that joke, still good, all right? Anyway, but if you're conceding 22 shots away to Cardiff, then you should probably concede that your away tactics are a little bit naive, and I'm not sure they have the defensive personnel at the minute. Tim Ream, very good last season. Is he good enough for the Premier League? Don't know, don't watch him at all. Nothing to say about Tim Ream. But
falls over a lot, Tim Ream.
Probably need to buy a defender come January. If you look at the chances they create and the chances they concede, hopefully they should finish around 15th. I think they're 10th for chance creation, bottom for shots conceded, middle.
I think Fulham are going to be fine. There are 4 worse teams than Fulham in the Premier League this season. Newcastle, Huddersfield, Burnley, Cardiff, Southampton. There's actually 5 teams that are worse than them for me. I think Fulham, when they find their feet and stop defending like school kids, like you just said, away from home, they'll be fine. Don't worry about it. The state of Cardiff City. The state of Burnley this year.
I would love Southampton to go down under Hughes. I would love it.
All right, Keegan. The next one was sent in by Quack Quack. Don't know how he's got away with that name. He says, Lopetegui is not the reason for Real Madrid's lack of form.
Lopetegui's not the reason. No, it's probably selling Ronaldo for £100 million and not replacing him. It's not replacing someone who takes 1/3 of your shots on average per game. And probably even more so percentage-wise when you consider the quality of chance, because he was taking around 4 in the box. Karim Benzema gets a nosebleed now every time he's in the box, bless him. Don't know what's happened to him. Old dose of the Torres. You have Asensio, who just likes to whack it from distance. Pingzilla, Lord of the Pings. Can you think of any of the pings apart from Martin Luther Ping, which was yours? Good joke. Go on the spot. Pressure, pings.
I've got no pings in my locker.
Come on, we can do this.
Ping Henry VIII?
Good. Excellent work. Ping Panther?
I actually semi-agree with Quack Quack here. I think that Lopetegui has been thrown under the bus somewhat by the Real Madrid board, got rid of their best player, brought him in pretty dodgy circumstances from the Spanish national team as well, and haven't really given him a whole lot of time to develop his own ethos at the club. At the weekend, he had to play a front three of Mariano, Lucas Vazquez and Asensio, because Benzema and Bale weren't fully fit and Ronaldo is playing in Turin. I mean, it's not an easy job, is it? He's not doing very well at it. Losing to Levante at home, not great. But then Levante's goalkeeper did turn into a mixture of David De Gea and Ter Stegen moulded together, combined with an octopus, and made 8 unbelievable worldy saves. So Lopetegui getting a little bit unlucky. Not a great manager, can I just say. He's not fantastic.
What makes you say that? What makes you say he's not great or doesn't have the potential to be great?
Because he's not Real Madrid calibre.
He doesn't command that respect that maybe a Jose Mourinho would.
He doesn't walk into the Real Madrid dressing room and command respect. I've seen a clip the other day of Sergio Ramos on the training ground kicking a ball at one of his coaches because he was so annoyed. Just literally 2 yards away and just goes,
in a jokey fashion?
No, just kicked at him. And then the coach went, and then the coach was like, sorry. And Sergio Ramos was
bully, Ramos is. Stepping on little Raheem as well in the England game. You're out of order.
He didn't actually stand on him.
You didn't stand on him?
No.
Set it down.
Francisco Ferreira has our final hot take, and they say Icardi is the best striker in the world right now. I think Icardi right now is the best striker in the world. I'm in agreement.
What?
Harry Kane is off form. I think Robert Lewandowski is part of a Bayern Munich team that are going backwards. I think Luis Suarez is also struggling up front. Benzema struggling for game time. Harry Kane not started the season the way he usually does. I actually think his only challenger, realistically, is Sergio Aguero. And Sergio Aguero is playing under the best manager in the world. Mauro Icardi is playing for Inter Milan. I will say Mauro Icardi is the most lethal striker in the world, not the best, the most lethal. That's how I'll phrase it.
Interesting. I like that. I like the rephrasing, the repositioning, but the question is he the best? Not is he the most in form?
Okay. Is he the best right now? So it is kind of in form.
Yeah. I mean, I still would take Sergio Aguero over him all day, but I do firmly believe that Real Madrid or Chelsea should be breaking the bank for this guy. This is a guy who takes less than 3 shots per game, but still manages to contribute to a goal about 0.6 times a game. It's crazy. He doesn't need chances to be decisive. That is the perfect combination
of sexy and cute. Shout out Crazy Stupid Love. Seen that film?
Yeah, it's great. Ryan Gosling is absolutely piff white in it.
That's one of the quotes in it. Perfect combination of sexy and cute.
Yeah, I know, because he says it to that school teacher when he cheats on his wife. Yeah. Stay faithful. Monogamy.
So that's the end of Hot Takes for yet another week. Hamill, what can people watch next?
Just, relax, reflect, don't let life pass you by. Namaste.
And then maybe we'll watch some Football Daily content.
Star Wars League.
Hit subscribe as well. Yeah, bye.
Comment.